So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we're here with a Cosmic Legions review. This is the Kanoxx Vull, I don't know. These guys, they got crazy names. We all know the Legion stuff has crazy names. But this is from the Cosmic Legions, and I know this guy's been out for a while. And as you all know, I'm kind of getting into the whole Legions thing. It's relatively new. So a lot of these things, yes, this is a figure that's been shown before. This has been reviewed before. But I kind of want to just kind of give you guys my thoughts as I get this open. Now, there's a couple reasons why I picked this guy. One, he's pretty damn cool. Two, I did get him from Helidope Toys. Why is that important? Because he is still actively available as of the time of this recording. So that way, no, they are not paid sponsors. No, they are not giving me anything for shilling. But I am saying, if you like how this guy looks, you can go to Helidope and you can actively get him. No eBay prices, no nothing. And that's an important thing because I've learned with some of these Legions figures, you get them, you miss them, you gotta pay for them. So, these boxes, compared to the normal Mythic Legions cards, are a lot on the larger side. The whole Cosmic Legions thing, these guys are all in like some kind of cosmic prison, so I'm not gonna have you talk about, we're not going to go whole origin on this stuff. Of course, there are videos on that one. Feel free to pause and read this. Give me 2 seconds here. Pause. On the back of these things, great little checklist, so you can kind of pick and choose. And that's one of the other things why I'm kind of liking the whole Legions thing. There is definitely I don't feel like I have the compulsive gotta catch them all. I have zero interest in this. Really don't have much interest in this. I'm in loving the Tusk Troopers. Yes, actually that's some of my favorite stuff. I did pick up a female figure. Kind of curious about this guy. But some rest of these, not so much. I'm not a fan of that paint job. Don't need to buy them. And that's kind of the neat stuff I like about the Legions. Alright, enough about this. Let's get this guy open. A little more of the stuff here, the actual story on here. I don't know if there's a compilation of these stories, which would be kind of cool to get. But let's get this guy open and talk about the figure. Wow. Okay. This was an interesting experience. I'm going to say this right now. There is a lot of things that, yes, are awesome, but there are some serious issues with this figure. I'm glad I did not buy this figure first, or I'm glad I did not open this figure first in my journey to the Legions, per se. I mean, we'll talk about the things that are right. The details, absolutely gorgeous. 100% beautiful details. Sculpt, oh my gosh, it is lovely. Look at this leg. This leg right here. This beautiful cybernetic leg, so well painted. All the metallic parts look great. The muscles, nice and rippling. The spikes, have a bit of dry brush to them. This ugly face. This wonderfully ugly face. He's got the cybernetic eye. He's got these gritty teeth. It's just, I mean, I like the idea of this hose going into his head for some reason. Who knows? I mean, it's sci-fi. He's got this tank on his back. The hose, like I mentioned before, that's one going into his helmet here. I don't know if it's pumping fuel or energy to it. And then it does come with, actually it comes with 2 hoses. It comes with 3 hoses, sorry. This was one, which as you can see I've got plugged into his gauntlet over here. He also came with a medium-length hose and a short hose. I'm not sure what to do with all of those, to be honest. I mean, I could well, there's a port here for a hose, so we could also possibly plug this down here. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Believe me, we're going to talk about that. But I guess we could plug a hose here if we wanted to. There's just... we could looks like I could port a hose here. And then plug that into his calf, I guess. So we can do a couple different things with all of this. There we go. So... is that going to port in there? I don't know. Maybe it's not. But we got the hose right there. Yeah, that's really good. We're going to be talking about that. Articulation is okay. I don't even want to say it's fine, because with the other figures I had, yes, they were fine. But this is kind of taking me back to the Frankenstein. The entire lack of, not just any ab crunch, that is really going to get on my nerves. He's got a, well, there's the ball joint in here at the waist. There is no ab crunch of any kind. So, he's going to be standing, looking imposing, and that's about it. There's not going to be too many predatory poses with this guy. You know, he'll be standing tall, looking big, and that's about it. This is definitely one of those figures where I don't want to say it's more of it's a hindrance to them, but this is kind of those figures where it really showcases the flaws in the Legion's design. I'm gonna say it. This one, as you can tell, it's letting me down a little. So, got to talk about this. To put the mace in his hand, I took the hand out, heated the hand up with a hairdryer, no big deal, I do that with a lot of figures, and then plugged the hand back in. You know, put the mace in there, yay. And since then, it is not holding it to save its life. So, I could put some Kiki in there, absolutely, I could put something in there to shim it, but I literally just took this guy out of the package, unplugged the hand once, and then as soon as I plugged it back in, it can't hold the weapon. That, I think, is very annoying. He does have some very cool soft goods on here. He's got this pelt loincloth going on here. And like I mentioned before, he's got this gladiator waist thing, which is pretty neat, but like again, that just kills any type of ab crunch he has. Now, I want to point out, the way the Legion's designs are, you can actually separate it out and take it off, which, give me 1 second here. And that does help, I mean, that, well, and that's how he looks without that. You can keep the pelt on, because it's not, you just got this weird blank crotch there. But again, with the way Legion stuffs are, they have things you can plug and play into those things, which is kind of neat. The shoulder pad is an add-on piece. It's just a singular one. One thing that is kind of neat, though, is, again, I can use these parts for other figures. I'm going to get this guy geared back up real quick. So I've got him geared back up. I did get the hose back here on the side leg. I still have no idea what to do with the really small hose, to be honest. I've also put on his alternate head, which is pretty cool. It's a little more serious, less gritty. One of the fun things about the Legions is the whole pop and swap factor to it. Just to get an idea, I did put his other head on this Vampire Legionnaire, which is probably one of my favorite figures from the line. I actually ordered a second one of these from Store Horseman. Maybe I'll do a review for this guy some other time, but just to give an idea, you can kind of do things like that. That's actually one of the things I like to do, is kind of blending the cosmic and the mythic. Like, I bet I could probably put that cybernetic leg onto here, which might be a really cool thing to do. And that's kind of also why a lot of people buy different figures. They might not buy this for this guy, but they might buy him for the cybernetic leg, for the shoulder pad, for the chest piece, you know, things like that, which is kind of neat. That's ticking me off. I have not watched any reviews on this guy. This is literally out of the box, in front of the camera, all first impressions for you guys. And this one leaves me lacking. Absolutely. So, Kanoxx Vull, that's his name. I am personally not too thrilled with this. I don't know if it's just me, but again, this right here, being able to, well, I did put some Kiki, actually, I forgot, I put some Kiki in here about 10 minutes ago, so hopefully that's setting. But the fact that I had to put Kiki in the wrist here after unplugging it just once does annoy me. I can get a good pose out of him, and that's pretty much all you're going to get out of him. But then again, a lot of people buy these, put them in a pose, put them on the shelf. Alright, fella, welcome to the collection. There you go. I'm in severe credit card debt. Yeah, I'll probably be putting that TikTok up later. So I cannot say this is like a spectacular figure. I can't say it's visually fantastic. I can't say, again, the details are great. And if you are liking him, you can go get him at helladopetoys.com. People get different things out of these Legions figures. Like I said, I love the Vampire Legion. Absolutely. The Vampire Legionnaire is absolutely one of my favorite figures. I really do enjoy this figure very much. This guy, like I said, it makes me feel like when I got the Frankenstein figure of, it's there. I guess I can see the appeal, but if this was the first figure I had bought, I probably would not be buying as many of the figures as I have in the past. But that's my 2 cents. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have this guy? Did you have a similar experience? Did you have a better experience? I'm still buying some of these guys here. I actually just put an order in for some more mythics earlier today on Store Horseman, and I've been watching reviews for the latest wave coming out, the whole Nocturnus, whatever his name is. I'm not into the whole thing, but you know what I'm talking about. And some of these figures absolutely look fantastic. This guy is just... Maybe you want him for the parts. Again, I totally would see that. And hopefully you can get something out of it. You might have saw me. I took a video where I took the hose and chucked it. I'm leaving that in. I'm absolutely leaving that in because this did not stay in. And that, I don't know if I'm putting it in the wrong place, but that just really annoyed me. So I thought it would make sense to have this hose going into the gauntlet, but the hose doesn't want to stay in the gauntlet. So maybe I'm just having a bad QC issue. That might just be me. Anyway, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a like, and as always, until next time, take care. Peace.